Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. This is episode 813, and I got a special one for you today. Well, the interesting thing is, right, I say special because it's special to me, right? So when something's special to me, I hope it's also special to you. And if it works out that way, great. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to please click like and subscribe. This is a penny roll hunt channel. And I do other stuff, right? Look What Just Found. Just finds other things sometimes. And And anyway, this is episode 813. Today's topic will be about different types of penny rolls. This penny roll is a customer wrapped penny roll from the bank from, I'm going to say, a year or two ago. Okay? All right. So that's what this is. Customer wrapped, local bank, a couple years ago. Could be a year, could be two, something like that. Within a year or two. And let's see what we got. Okay, we got some shinies and we got copper. Right from the jump, we see copper and shinies. All right, we got some corroded. We got a real corroded. Okay, so corroded coins are always a no-no, you know. And we got 1, 2, for various reasons. The main reason you don't want corroded is because they get the rest of the coins corroded. Does that mean this coin corroded this coin? No, they're probably from the same environmental condition. All right, now we got rid of them. And if they're copper, I do have if they're copper and they're like this, I still might throw it out. If they're super dirty, I probably still throw it out. I will not contaminate my personal penny, even though I'm going to sell them one day. Right? This is like a super future business plan. I did buy the domain name LookWhatJesFound.com. I got lucky. I've got it. And I'm going to put my penny rolls and my coins on the website one day. It's actually in already. It's in the description below. It's right below. Become a member and LookWhatJesFound.com. It's in the description below. But I'm not going to sell, even if someone wants to sell. Anyway, I throw them out. That's the bottom line. They get thrown out. Okay, let's see what we got. We'll start with the dirty ones. It's an 84. Okay, it's actually not dirty. It's just really damaged. I can go a little closer than that. Okay. No, it's just very damaged. That's all. All right. Yeah, I'll throw that one out. And the funny thing is, anyway, it's not funny, haha, but you know, it's just an expression. Yeah, see, all of these had the same stuff from their, most likely from their basement. And 92. If this was a close AM, but it's not, then I'd figure something out about it. And we have our first copper penny, some corrosion. I don't know if it comes off. It's like loose on the surface. Nah, no big deal. Not too bad. All right, so not as bad as I thought it was. They do all appear to have some little bit of corrosion. This one is sintered. It's a sintered corroded cent. That's copper penny number 2. Wow. Oh, that's a zinc. This is a zinc. You can tell by the surface, right? It has that bumpy surface. So that's a zinc. This is also sintered, possibly sintered. It could also be it could also be just browning. And we got a nice 2015. Man, messed it up. Make sure it's not a double dye. Wow. Wow. Ruined it. Ruined it. So different types of penny rolls, right? Okay. So what does that mean? It really means two things. Okay. It means two things. If I had to take all my penny roll wrapper knowledge, 98, no white AM, but it is a shiny memorial. And I had to squeeze it, condense it into two things, right? Listen, write it down if you want. Take notes. Classes in session, boys and girls. What would it be? Penny wrapper, and this is I would not be surprised if this is where all the corrosion came from. You know what? This is so pretty cool. I might just keep it. I mean, put it into a flip. This is the type of stuff some people like. It's interesting. Sometimes people pay $1 or $2 just for something that's interesting. 84 could be a repunch mint mark. Okay, it's not rotated. I don't think it's a repunch mint mark. I think it's just a flattened surface. Again, another interesting coin, but not as interesting as the other one. Okay. Two things. 98. I don't know if the Denver's come. Although we talk about mechanical doubling, huh? Maybe I'll put that one to the side in case. Nah, I'm not even gonna. It is a shiny also, right? Is it? Yeah, it's pretty shiny. I'll put that with the shinies. All right. If I had to boil everything down to two elements, no white AM, for different types of penny rolls, it would be this type of wrapper, campaign number 3, and where it came from. That's it. That's the whole ball of wax. You got a penny wrapper and where it came from, right? I have heard and seen custom, right? And then you have customer wrapped and bank wrapped. Customer wrappers and bank wrappers, right? Type of wrapper, you could do a tree, right? At the top of the tree, it's penny roll. The tree breaks up into wrapper and location. Wrapper breaks up into to customer and bank. Location breaks up to bank. No, local bank. I'm probably going to get this wrong. Major bank. The banks that supply the banks. The Loomis, the Brinks, the Wells Fargo, and the Mint. Right? Because the Mint, I believe the Mint sells coins too, and you can get coins from the Mint. I believe. The person who told me a lot about this is Eric from Kenai Collectors, my first ever member. Still with me, thank God. God bless. Taught me a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff this dude taught me. A lot. Okay. All right. So that's where we're at so far. I'm probably not going to be able to remember that tree again to come back to it, to circle back around to it. It'll probably drift away from my immediate memory. So, bank wrapped, customer wrapped. Okay. Bank wrapped, you got the three places, right? Local, major, mint. Local bank, major bank, mint. Now, there's also unwrapped. Oh, no. Okay. We're talking about coin rolls. Coin rolls, right? Two places for coin rolls. For pennies, there are, of course, to where you can get, if you wanted to go above the coin roll, that's the tree down, right? From coin roll. Where does, but above that is the actual coin itself and where they come from. That's another line. That's a branch of the tree above the roll. Where they come from. I just bought, oh man, you don't know how psyched I get. This is one of the problems. I just don't make enough money. I don't get enough money from the channel. I get enough money for the channel to support, to just about, I don't even know. I'm getting close to outpacing what I've made on the channel in the past couple of years with what I'm spending. Really, really close. The dude I couldn't say no, man. I mean, of course I could have said no, but I didn't say no because whatever. I'm stupid. The guy was selling. He even told us, he got me with the story, man. He told me about the story, and he you gotta listen to the story real quick, and I'll come back. Oh, let me go. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you. You could read the story yourself. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you, man. He got me. I saw the bag of pennies, and I was like, oh, I'd like to get that. And then he said the story, man. He got me for $140. So anyway, that's what I paid. And let me just check it out real quick. Okay, here we go. Hold on. So $140, right? It says right here, on to the right of it, it says $50 face. Coin machine, from a coin machine. Is the guy lying? I don't think so. I don't think he's lying. I think this is, and again, his story is what a lot of people on eBay lie. There's so many lies on eBay, it gets me sick. Okay. Oh, and it says Loomis. It's got the Loomis bag. It's got the Loomis security seal. It has the Federal Credit Union branch. See, it even said, look. So look, it says Federal. It says Federal Credit, and he has it blanked out for whatever reason. All right. Yeah, no, you're not gonna be able to see the story, but I'm gonna read it to you. Up for sale. You might be able to find it on eBay if you look for it, whatever, you know. But obviously, if the guy has more, then maybe he's lying. I don't know, but whatever. Up for sale is an unsearched bag, sealed Loomis, $50 face value coin machine bag. This bag comes straight from a local credit union, his local credit union. Sorting machine in Cheyenne, Wyoming. You know, I used to say, I'm so illiterate. I used to say, you can't see it. Well, it says Cheyenne is spelled Cheyenne. I used to say Cheyenne. I swear to you. That's how you say Cheyenne, Wyoming, I say. And they have a Cheyenne Porsche. That's how I learned how to say the word Cheyenne, was from Porsche. Oh, here it goes. There it goes. Cheyenne, Wyoming. And I used to say Cheyenne. That's how I know. That's why it sounds so natural when I say Cheyenne. Because I'm telling you, I was basically illiterate until, not illiterate, but very, very poor reading comprehension and reading skills until like my second year of college. I almost flunked out of college. Worked very hard to graduate college. Anyway, which is why education is so important. Um, being self-taught is fine. Whenever I say education is important, I mean going to school or being self-taught. You could self-teach. I would never, if no one taught me, I would never. I'm not that type of person. Anyway, Cheyenne. Cheyenne. I still might be saying it wrong. I think it's Cheyenne, which comes from the Native American, which I didn't know. I didn't know that was how you spelled the Native American tribe, the Cheyenne. Which I think I passed through. I don't think I passed through their reservation driving to California about 40 years ago, uh, 30 years ago, 35 years ago, something like that. Anyway, so back to the story. I was a nuisance collecting pennies, man. When as soon as he said that, I was like, "Yo, this is my guy, man. This dude reminds me of me, man." The local banks have cut me off, just like my bank. My branch told me, "Don't come back for pennies." I did a video on it. The local banks have cut me off altogether. I suspect Loomis got mad because I was intercepting their copper penny deposits and told the bank. And he's even coming up with conspiracy theories. I love it. I love it, man. This is this is a brother after my own heart, man. I suspect Loomis got mad because I was intercepting their copper penny deposits and told the bank that bags can no longer be sold. Take advantage of my poor behavior collecting, saving penny bags, as more banks and credit unions have cut off penny distribution. Bag sorting stats. The average ratio. I didn't even read this part. Actually, the average ratio of copper pennies $50 is 10 to 30%. Yeah, that's right, 10 to 30%. That's exactly what penny rolls are. Customer wrap penny rolls are about 10 to 30% each, right? 30% is very high. That's 15 copper pennies. That's very high. 10% is 5. That's about right. Yeah, 5 to 15 copper pennies per penny roll. That is exactly on the money. Caution: they could be less or more than $50. It's not by your own risk. Blah 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 blah. Yep. 140 bucks I got it for, man. And I want to share that with you, as that is part of the tree branch of where. And let me tell you, man, I am so psyched about that. Those pennies. That's gonna be like, oh, forget about it, man. But I won't do rolls for like a month. I will take a month off from rolls and just do that bag. Something right about that. I will just hunt that Loomis bag for a month straight, or for whenever it's done. Like I'll say, okay, I'm gonna do 15-minute videos, because when I do it, believe it or not, when I do penny rolls, look how long the videos go for. Half-hour videos. Never heard of anything like that before. Half-hour single penny roll videos. It's ridiculous, but it's me. It's what I do. I talk. I try to entertain. I vent what's on my brain. This is a pretty nice, shiny Lincoln Memorial. And this is what I do. That's it. I do what I do. I am. What did Popeye say? I is what I is, and be what I be. And Popeye the Sailor me. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. I am what I am. I am. That's what he said. I am what I am. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I am. And that's one thing. My father did take me to see some movies. I think he took me to see the movies because he wanted to see them. So he's just like, if he had money for a babysitter, he would have paid someone to watch me while he went to the movies. But I guess that's why he took me, because it was either he took me or he leave me alone. Half the time he left me alone, but every once in a while he would take me with him. Like he took me to see Friday 13th with him and his friend while they got drunk, and super uncool, man. I was like, what, 6 years old? When the first Friday 13th came in, I ran out of the movie theater. I had nightmares for years. Yeah, no, he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy. Anyway, but he took me to see Popeye. Robin Williams was in it, and it was a great flick. Little adultish too. I guess that's why he wanted to see it, because it would reminded him, and he was young, right? My father had me when he was 21, so whenever I was 8, I guess I was like 7 or 8 when that movie came out. It has to be like, I'm gonna look it up, make sure. I would have to say it has to be like 78, 79. If it's, I mean, maybe I was 10. I don't know. $19.80. I was 9. I was close. I said I was 9. 1980 came out. Great movie, man. If you've never seen this flick, man, this is tremendous movie. One of the few things my father did with me. Took me to see Popeye the Sailor Man with Robert Williams. Tremendous. Popeye, that was a good one. And if you never seen Puff the Magic Dragon, forget it, man. Yo, I'm talking, forget it, man. Talking incredible movies, man. Movie history, really history. So got the bag of pennies. It's close to a shiny, but it's just a little too beat up, just a little slightly. I can't put it into the rolls of shinies. And that's another place to get coins, right? It's my first, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I get the things that I want for myself now. Like I don't buy clothes. I have so much clothes, it's ridiculous, man. You know, I could be, if it wasn't for my wife, she's the one who buys me new clothes. If not, I'm one of those guys, I'd wear my same drawers until I'm a 90, until I drop dead. I'd wear my same, if they fit, I'm wearing it. I mean, I'll clean them, but I'm one of those, I would be one of those old men who's wearing his same freaking pants from when he was like 20, That would be me. If it wasn't for my wife, she's the only, if she, because of her, I wear different, I have new clothes. If not, I would forget about it. Anyway, point being, I don't really buy nothing for myself, but I buy the things that I like for myself. I like pennies. I like penny roll hunting. So I see something like that, I buy it. And I guess that's part of the reasons, because I really never got nothing when I was a kid. I saw a movie every once in a while, and I bought baseball cards. And then when the cartoon cards came out, about also 1979, 1980, then I bought them. The stickers, like the Pac-Man stickers, super nostalgic for me. Things like that. But now that I'm an adult, now that I'm like going and becoming an old man now. That's a pretty shiny Lincoln Memorial. I'll put that one there. Shiny shield scent. If I see something I like, I buy it, And because the Lord blessed me with the ability to do that in middle age, to be able to buy a bag of pennies, rolls of pennies, things like that. So that way I can stay entertained from home at my desk, another shiny Lincoln Memorial. And I never had copper penny number 1, 2, 3, number 7. 7 or 8. Oh, we got now the 82 is a zinc 7. Hey, 2023. Yeah, the extra V you could usually see very easily. No extra V. It's not bad condition. I'll hold on to it. I will put it into my roll. I'm making a 2023 roll. Hey, a 69. Look at that. No floating roof. No double die. And I'm psyched about it. And it's one of the places where people get pennies. I always want to be that guy that went and got the pennies from the bank. You know what this dude did out there in Wyoming, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Shout out to Cheyenne, Wyoming. No white AM. I always want to do that. Obviously it's too late, and that's 140 shipped. It's probably going to cost him $20 to ship it. I was trying to get to it for 100, but he wasn't budging on the 120 plus shipping. So he over doubled this money. Well, he has to give eBay probably $20 out of that 140. eBay takes their money out of your shipping, everything. They take their 15-20% out of everything. It's one of the reasons I can't stand eBay and why I got my own .com. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to give them any of the money from, this is my hard work, and it's really to support the channel, and that's it. Like, I'm probably, again, I didn't get any comments on the friends and family thing, but that's most likely what I'm gonna do. Is you support the channel, friends and family, and then whatever's for sale, that's what you get. So I don't have to deal with any of the, oh, you sent me. I'll send an extra penny. You know what I mean? In each row, I'll send an extra penny. Or I don't like the way your pennies look. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with that. I charge, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I got another nice, a lot of Shine Lincoln Memorials in this roll. Like I told you, this is an older penny roll. It's an older penny roll, and it shows by the shiny Lincoln Memorials. Usually, there so many penny rolls, I don't even find one shiny zinc Lincoln Memorial. So many. So I finally got one from the coin, from someone who says they got it from a coin counter. I believe them. It's one of the I don't like buying off of eBay. I don't like buying from Macari. Every once in a while, I'll read something. I'll see something, like I bought the 3 rolls, the 23, 24, 25 roll for $32 or something like that. 35, 32, 33, $34 on Macari. And the 2024 is basically like a freebie roll. I mean, it's bank wrapped. The 2025, that's the cheese. I mean, so like those pennies are selling for $1 or $2 each. The 2025s. So let's say let's say in 2 or 3 years they're selling for $1, and I sell them for $1.50. So excuse me, I sell them for $2, so I could throw a stamp on an envelope. You know what I mean? And I don't want someone saying, "Oh, I never got it," because that's BS. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm going to send it out, but it's to support the channel. That's the bottom line. That's the reason I'm going to do it in the future, and why I got the .com. So people who want to support the channel, and I don't want to deal with. I don't want it to become something stressful. You pay friends and family. I put a stamp on it, and that's it. Maybe I'll throw an extra penny in there. With a smiley face or something. Maybe I'll get a. Oh, that would be so cool if I got. um, a stamp, right, and that said, "Look what Jess found," and I stamped the back of, like, as a freebie coin. Oh, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. The size of a, and it said, oh, maybe even LookWhatJesFound.com, and says, imagine I could get the whole thing. Special thank you from Look What Just Found. Here is a free and a whole thing, like a whole paragraph, and I just stamped the back of the penny. 1995. We gotta look for that double die. Last penny magic? Nah. Okay. God bless. I hope you enjoyed the video. Talked about a lot of random stuff today. Hopefully it's part of the charm of the video. Of course, I'm a believer in Christ. I had my own personal spiritual journey that I went on, and you have to allow Christ into your heart. It's the way it goes. I learned that. I was agnostic for the majority of my life until I had a spiritual awakening. Something, forget, I could do a whole channel on my spiritual journey that I've had, and I allowed Christ into my heart. You have to allow him into your heart. Freedom of will. That's that's what the Lord gives us: freedom to make our own choices. He doesn't force nothing on us, right? Remember this: every other creature in the world has no choice. We are the only creature in the universe, as far as we know. I don't know anything about aliens, just about earthlings. We're the only creatures in the universe, as far as I know, that has freedom of choice. Nothing else has freedom of choice, right? There's a there's an old joke, right? Why do bears poop in the woods? They poop in the woods because they got no choice, right? Everything has a place in the universe except us. We are divided from that. The Lord allowed us to be divided from that and said, I will give you a soul that's connected to me. And with that soul, you will have a choice. Every day you have choices to make. And you also have the choice to choose him, to choose the Lord, to choose his only beloved son, Jesus Christ. And I didn't choose him for the majority of my life. I did not choose Christ. And then something happened. And I asked the Lord, I'll share this very quickly with you. I asked the Lord to reveal Christ to me. I said, if he's real, right? So I can't get involved with no phony baloney stuff. I told the Lord this in prayer. I can't be involved with nothing phony baloney. That's not who I am. So if Christ is truly is real, reveal him to me. That I prayed for that for a long time, and not for a long time. I say I'm being that was a little dramatic for emphasis. I prayed for that, and Christ revealed himself to me, and that's why I became a believer in Christ. Christ revealed himself, not because of something I read, not because someone did tell me, and I was like, okay. I was like, wow, I've never seen him before. And he said, well, pray for it. And I was like, yeah, right. I'm going to pray to see Christ, and I'm going to see Christ. I was like, I don't believe that. And he said, I'm telling you. He goes, you asked me a question, I gave you the answer. And I said, okay, all right, I'll do what you're saying. I'll keep praying. And I prayed, and it wasn't that long. I said I prayed for a long time, but it wasn't. And Christ revealed himself to me, and that was it. I was like, oh, okay. And it was after that that I really knew he was always there. You know. Anyway, that's how I'm ending this video. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.